Alright, hello, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we have some interesting stuff. So as you can see, the schedule here, no upcoming cards. Currently, Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Piccolo, all that is live in game. This is a bit after this went live, and also the 40th anniversary Dragon Ball celebration also went live last night. When both these things went live, we learned some pretty interesting details, and I just wanted to go over that stuff here. Because it does, in fact, look like typically November is like the slow period of the year for Dokkan. Now, specifically, I suppose, rather for like JP. In the past, Global has had like the thank you celebration and things of that nature. And, last year, obviously, they were still trying to cram in like Jiren and the Goku Frieza fight, right? So, uh, Global, a little different, but at least for JP, which is, the timeline we're now on, typically this has been the slow part of the year. And why that is important to note is that's what a lot of people, including myself, are expecting. But with this celebration, it appears that's not going to be the case. Because at first, when I originally made my sort of, and this was like right after TDC ended, by the way. I made a sort of prediction video about all the upcoming, saying like, okay, here's the time slots and what should be coming in them, as well as my predictions for the main sort of New Year's as well as 11th anniversary. And for this sort of time slot we're in right now, this is Lord Slug last year. This time slot typically does not have a part two. But also typically, this Heroes existed. It doesn't exist anymore, obviously, the sort of collab celebration. We do know that we're still going to get the EZAs for Heroes at some point in November, but we don't know when that's going to happen. My guess is probably going to be around like the 22nd ish is when they did hero stuff in the past. Last year, for whatever reason, they moved it up to the 11th. But so I was like, okay, we're not getting the hero stuff. They're probably going to add a part 2 LR to this celebration now, was what I sort of thought. And then I sort of got thrown off when they talked about the 40th anniversary Dragon Ball stuff. Because it was like, okay, well, we're seeing the arts, right? And then it's like 3 days later, we have all the details they're going to announce. It's like, okay, so these guys must be dropping immediately with Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And it's like, okay, we're still going to have a part 2 LR. And then when we had the actual stream, I was like, okay, we're getting the kids now. But all they said was early November, and they weren't in the data download. So I was like, okay, well, now we're not going to have a part 2 LR, I guess. And instead, the manga characters will take the hero time slot. But finally, it does appear that is not going to be the case. What appears is we have Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku now. If we head over, I have the news sort of tab pulled up. If we head on down to the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary thing here. So, my time, November 5th, 11 p.m. Now, keep in mind, it is, the time I'm recording this, it's 6:28 a.m. My time on the 30th of October. So we're still several days out from this. Is when this banner goes live. And it was the 29th, 8 p.m. my time, that Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out. So there's also this sort of special equip event. We'll see how good this is. These are not in the data yet. Sort of special baton goes live at some point. So a lot of cool stuff in this wallpaper, right? There's going to be some sort of event tied to this. We'll have to see what exactly that event is. But so this is the 5th. And why this is important is if we head over to this. So notably, this was already very curious. The fact that, this is a Dokkan Fest TUR. I didn't actually pull it up ahead of time, but if I go over to Baby, we could directly compare this. If I can find where the news is for him. I did not think to pull that up ahead of time. I probably should have. But I can just show this with the Baby Dokkan Fest, that typically these do not last all that long. Here, I can do it this way. If we scroll down, it should be further down here. It's somewhere. Yeah, okay, so I guess that lasted from the 30th to the 23rd, huh? I mean, this is still a little longer. A little longer. Not too much, but a little longer. But that date really seemed to like jump out at me. In fact, I wonder if maybe if we like directly actually compare to like Slug, just like the actual celebration from this time slot last year, that probably actually would be a better way to do it. So let me cut away real quick because it's gonna take a moment to find this one for sure. And I'll come back and we'll have Slug pulled up, and I'll probably also pull up who was the Dokkan Fest in the slot the year before. I let me go on to the JP side of things, and I'll pull the last 2 years up, and we'll look at how long those lasted, and that'd probably be a better way to compare and see. So we'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I was able to pull these up. It was a good idea to pull up the last two of like this time slot, because I think this actually paints a bit of a clearer picture. Because with the baby one, that sort of led into the celebration, and that's really when they cut these banners off, when you're leading into the next celebration. So if we scroll down here, right, as you can see, this is Lord Slug, October 31st to 11/21. The year before, I completely forgot it was this character. Was the sort of Gohan Piccolo revive into just Gohan card. And as you can see, 10/31 to 11/22. Now, why are those dates important? I mean, I threw this out before. This is typically when the hero stuff would happen in the past. This slot right here. And if you look at Goku, 11/28. So we do know that the summon point ticket sort of banner is getting updated on the 28th. We've known that for a while. And in the past, I mean, this is a slot like 11/28 is roughly around when the should be a Dokkan Fest TWR that comes out at the end of November. So the next sort of major celebration, well, maybe not major celebration, but the next different celebration rather, is starting on the 28th, vaguely. And why that's important is if we go down here a little bit, we do have. Oh yeah, this guy's coming as well. We do have the Elder Kai banner is getting updated on the 13th. Now, because these are practically always up, you can tell by the end date when it's going to come up again. And why this is important is if you have paid attention, or if you don't know, either way, when they re-up these Elder Kai banners, 99 times out of 100, that means like there's a new banner coming. And if we go back over to the manga thing, I mean, this goes live November 5th, 11 p.m. Right? I mean, this is a whole week away that it's getting updated. That doesn't make too much sense to me. If it's supposed to be related to this. And the fact that Diama+40th, his banner is lasting so long, this does suggest that this celebration it actually is going to have a part 2 LR. So going forward, this time slot, 2026, 27, whatever, should have a part 2 LR. And it's just, I got thrown off by the 40th anniversary Dragon Ball stuff. So we're just having a celebration at the same time as another celebration. It's just conveniently timed because of the anniversary of, Dragon Ball. But if we look at, this is just like the Daima stuff specifically, this celebration for Mini Goku. So I don't like it. I think it's very clear that it has to be a part 2 LR to this celebration. And if it's going to be a part 2 LR to this celebration, and I mean we're getting all this Daima stuff right now. I mean, we got the free to play Pansy, we got the free to play Glorio, we have the Seriously Serious versus Giant Goma, we have the Daima Red Zone. We're getting all this stuff. I think there's only two options that we're going to see here. and you could probably actually already tell from the tabs. But firstly, Giant Goma. This is my first option. I've been talking about this. I think it's also worth noting. I mean, demonic power, and then we have if I pull up the Piccolo as well. Let me just duplicate this and go back, and I'll yeah. See, I have many searched here. I mean, he's like based around demonic power. Like I don't know. Like it, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. If we look at this guy's categories, I mean, he does have a few, but the one that really, I mean, it's Dragon Ball Seeker's demonic power. These are the ones that stand out, right? Um, and if you look at like Piccolo, I mean, he needs Dragon Ball Seeker demonic power. I don't know. I think Giant Goma is potentially going to be the Part 2 LR. I think that was sort of obvious at first, but then once again I just got thrown for a loop with how they were handling it. It's also worth noting, I mean, this AGL Kid Gohan does need. It's currently Heavenly Events. I imagine they'll add a sort of demonic power restriction to him as well. But he has a unit super attack as long as Piccolo is on the team. So I think they're just really building up like a sort of mainly super class, but also sort of, I mean, we'll get extreme class with Goma, demonic power team. They're building up demonic power. So it's either going to be him, or I suppose the other option is it could be adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I mean, I don't know that I think he's part of 11th anniversary. It's obviously not going to be adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But those are really the three characters they could pull from, and it's not going to be him. And something worth noting with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, at least, I've been talking about this. Part of why I expect Daima, have been expecting Daima to be a major part of 11th anniversary, is with the major ties it has to both GT as well as the Majin Buu saga, which, for those of you that are bright, ding ding ding, what are the main EZAs next year? Well, I suppose in 3 months? Well, I mean, they easier late February, so, or at least they should. Maybe first week of March, but it's gonna be the Spirit Bomb duos, right? The Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, as well as the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Kid Goku. Those are going to be the main EZAs for the anniversary, and they just tie so clearly to Daima. And something worth noting with this guy, if whenever we get adult Super Saiyan 3, most these should be these categories he has. I would say I would actually anticipate. I don't know about a lot of other categories, but specifically, he should also have Power of Wishes, which that's a big theme for those Spirit Bomb cards, as well as just in general. I mean, 2023 was chock full of Power of Wishes characters to buff those LRs, which, I mean, all those Power of Wishes cards are able to be EZA'd next year. So, it to me, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it makes a bit more sense with this guy being anniversary still. But yeah. So part 2 LR to this celebration on roughly the 13th of November is going to be adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or it's going to be Giant Goma. My guess is probably Giant Goma. Whoever it's not going to be, though, I'd say is going to be the Carnival LR alongside whatever part Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku is for the 11th anniversary. So yeah, I don't know. This is just really crazy. Like, because once again, I mean, I guess because it's like, I mean, we had Daima earlier this year, and we haven't really had that stuff yet. So I mean, a sort of big thing to get in before, because it was always obvious. I felt that they needed to get the mini stuff in before the adult stuff, and adult I feel like has been so obviously going to be 11th anniversary for quite a while. So it's like here, the November end of November celebration, they wouldn't do him the Christmas Carnival or like New Year's. I mean, there's not a lot of slots left that this guy could have dropped in. So getting him now makes a lot of sense. I don't. This is just, it's so crazy. This, like, how they're, I don't know, November. once again, I mean, it's usually quiet. That's what everyone was expecting, and I've been dreading it because Dokkan Twitter has already been not the best. So if we have what I thought was moving into a quiet period, I was like, I'm just gonna get the fuck off Twitter for this month or so, right? But it does appear that we're just not gonna have like a quiet period. The only time because like if you think about it, I mean, whatever the part 2 LR ends up being, Giant Goma or Super Saiyan 3 Adult Vegeta, I mean, in a week, November 22nd, that's about a week out. I mean, 8 days from the 13th. Um, that's going to be when we get the hero stuff. And then, like a week later, I mean, we'll be moving into the next celebration, right? So it appears that there's just not going to be really a quiet period at all this year. Because then we go from the end of November celebration has the Christmas carnival roughly around like the 12th or something of December. And then around like the 25th of December is when the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest releases. Now, January historically has been like pretty much dead like every single year leading into the 11th anniversary. I mean, we might get some like easy A's or something, but probably not going to be too much going on there. Um, but yeah, at least for the rest of 2025, it looks like we're just moving big stuff into big stuff into big stuff. Like it's nonstop. I don't know. 10th anniversary year is so good. I don't get why people really say otherwise, but yeah, I'm really excited. I just wanted to talk about all this. I have actually already, and it's already up, done my summons for Mini Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Unfortunately, I did not pull him. I can still do some showcases though. I did manage to get Mini Piccolo. That should be fun to try him out and everything. He looks really good. And I'll still be able to try this guy out. So it's I do plan to go back in on this banner. I have a lot of pity coins, but my main priority and what I would say to everyone, I mean, you can see this goes away the 28th as well. Now we haven't seen anything about this on the Dokkan side, but at least for the Legend side, they did make sure to specifically point out, hey, this stuff may not return, like ever, or at least for the foreseeable future. So if you want it, get it now. And I get that because, I mean, with how Shueisha is and like the manga and stuff, that's probably why it's probably never going to return. I'm surprised we're having this at all, to be honest. But yeah, you have a small window really to get these guys. So I'd say, and this is what I'm gonna do, I'm stopping summoning on Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku for now. We should have a lot of stones over the next month. I mean, this banner lasts forever. We'll see what happens with the Part 2 LR, whoever that's going to be. I'm not going to summon either way besides the Dokkan Day tickets on whoever it is. And I got to get these guys, and then I'm gonna move back into this banner because at the very least, I mean, I might as well go for pity at this point because I probably should be able to get it in the next like 200 stones. But with how I mean, there's 5 characters, you need 5 of each in order to rainbow them, right? So I gotta prioritize this. But yeah, I just wanted to make this talking about all these sort of celebrations ongoing right now and what to expect for the rest of this celebration as well as the big information that this celebration will in fact have a part 2 LR Daima related 99%. I mean, I suppose it could be like just demonic power in general or like I was going to say Dragon Ball Secret, but no. I suppose it could just be like demonic power in general, but it's 99% going to be Daima, probably Giant Gomu would be my guess, maybe Adult Super Saiyan 3. Whoever it isn't will be a part of the 11th anniversary would be my guess. But we'll have to see. So with that all being said, I suppose we can end things here. Once again, I don't know. This was huge to me at least that this is all confirmed. It's like this fucking banner time slot, how they've handled it all, really threw me off. I don't get why we've know like their entire details, like a whole goddamn what like 10 days or something before they go live. Like 8 days, whatever it is. Like it's pretty crazy that they did it like that. But like I guess it is what it is, right? But yeah, we're gonna end this one here. Let me know what you guys are thinking, who you think it's gonna be. I mean, I feel like it's pretty obviously going to be Goma, but I suppose if it's not, because I feel like Adult Super Saiyan 3 is more hype than Goma, but whoever it is going to be the Carnival LR alongside Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I don't know. I think it really more so is the question of who is more worthy of a Carnival slot or a Yellow Coin LR slot, because it should be a Yellow Coin LR. I think that's Goma, personally, but we'll have to see. So yeah, I'm gonna end this one here though. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.